Are you prepared for the opportunity of a lifetime? In this first segment of our series, Solo Travel Secrets, 15 Essentials You Can't Leave Behind, readers get to know what is indispensable for improving the trip and, ultimately, for providing women with the tools for independent travels in various countries. Consider walking colorful streets, engaging with strangers, and having the most amazing experiences, all while being safe and equipped. How often do you get the jitters thinking about traveling on your own? Or maybe you wanted to hit the road, but were holding back for fear of an accident or not knowing how to manage the travel. Well, fear not. This video is aimed at giving you practical information which will help you turn your solo traveling into an exciting journey towards self-development. Well, let us stay tuned and check out more previous tips for how to budget, communicate, stay healthy, and be culturally sensitive. And all of these tips are crucial for having a great future on the road. Ready to take the plunge? Let's get started. As we have seen when planning on going on a trip alone, this first step is all about the money. Picture this. You are at your favorite cafe, with a latte in your hand, planning out your trip, calculating your allowable costs for putting up, getting around, eating, and other things involve knowing where you are going. For instance, that is incidences where in case you are planning a tour to a lively city like Barcelona, more cash should be set aside for tapas and other cultural explorations. Note that good performances in budgeting will take you to a better life full of nice things to do. By doing whatever you can to track your expenses, you'll be strengthening your financial position and guaranteeing that pressure does not blow up the works. Therefore, get a notebook or download an application on your phone and write down every single thing. It's part of the journey towards a happier tomorrow, the one where you are paid and paid attention to, creating memories. And where to begin with planning? How about starting by learning at least a few simple words in the native language? But let me come back to the point about language, so you can create your respective budgets of sounds, words, images, stories, tones, and numerous other meanings. Knowing the rudimentary about the native language certainly elevates any trip from rather ordinary. Think about it. Walking through a Thai market and ask for directions or order street food. How awesome is that? Adding extra knowledge and remembering key phrases of a language not only lets you fully understand each other with the help of words, but helps you establish a friendly bond with the locals. It is a type of self-improvement that can really enrich your journey and make people believe that you are a real benefactor in a strange country. Also, it helps to release the burden of perceiving new environments. The idea for these lessons is not to become fluent in the language in your first week, but to start with simple sayings like greetings and so on. Even basics like Duolingo or simple YouTube tutorials can be your best friends when it comes to it. Brace yourself, this test has it all. Well, then it is time to embark into this tour of linguistics. And while you're doing that, let's safeguard your financing by effectively administering your money supply. It is now time to improve your money sources management with the help of improving your language skills for success. Picture this. As you're wandering around a new city, you start wondering that you have no money left anymore. Panic sets in, right? To make sure that does not happen, it makes sense to carry physical copies of both credit and debit card and a little cash in different locations. It's kind of like an insurance, your financial backup which prevents the pressure from becoming a crisis. For instance, have one card on your wallet and the other in your luggage out of sight. This way, even if one is lost or stolen, you still have money to finance that adventure or that lovely meal at a nearby restaurant. Enhancing your approach to your financial status may well help pave the way to a much more fulfilling life with lots of fun moments. So just take a little time and go to the banking apps you are using and set up some alerts to monitoring your transactions while you are pendling. When going for a vacation also, ensure that you set your communication protocol with your loved ones. It is all about safety and connections. When entering the wilderness, the basic reassurance can be the presence of an effective communication plan with your family. Imagine this. You decide to go for a hike across the beautiful terrains of New Zealand, and the feelings for your family or friends come rushing back in. That loneliness can be avoided by scheduling regular updates so everyone would be aware of what you are up to. As if posting about health issues is not enough, it is also a precaution measure as well. It was suggested that the holder could use a weekly video conferencing call or brief email or text message or share on social media. This helps to build your capacity, lets you give your best to the process while knowing that your family is only a text away. Besides, it makes them feel like they are part of what you are experiencing as a single traveler. Therefore, while you are scheduling those calls, be sure to take a few minutes and think about your digital safety. Using a VPN can certainly help to safeguard your data when you're on the move. In today's world, you have to protect yourself online as much as you do on the ground when traveling. Imagine you put coffee in a small cafe in Paris, connect to the Wi-Fi, and then think about having your information jeopardized. It is befitting to use a VPN in order to securely protect your data and enhance the privacy aspect. It helps to foster an ostensibly protected line to the internet without any danger of hackers waiting in the wings. This is particularly possible since traveling can occasionally be boring, and having access to such content can make the trip enjoyable and relaxing. This not only gives you a sense of security, but your travel becomes more fun since you can access your favorite shows and news updates from the comfort of your car. Moreover, being proactive for technology can enhance the defense mechanism of the possible threats. Knowing is powerful. Thus, before you go get on the road and start your journey, spend some time to configure a good VPN service. And while you are ensuring your digital safety, you should also take care of your health and get all the needed vaccinations and pack your health kit. Before you set out on the solo journey, it is very important to make health a top priority. Think of traveling for a planned adventure only to end up in the hospital bed because you did not pay attention to the basics. During travel preparations, always remember to get your vaccinations if needed, and have a health kit complete with medicines you might need. And this may encompass to some extent some of the following, like painkillers, allergy medications, and stinging, and any possible medication you require. This is a prudent approach to stay healthy, not only to fully make the most out of your time on your trip, but also in order to prepare a shield against any unforeseen circumstances. For instance, if you are walking in the mountain region, having a simple first aid box with you can save lives. Besides, it could also serve as an opportunity to prove that you are a responsible tourist and a maintainer of own availability. That means when you cross each of those items on your checklist, do not forget that taking care of yourself is equally as crucial as mapping out your trip. And talking about packing, it's high time to look at how you can pack like a pro for your trip. That's enough about health. Let's hear about packing smartly. Imagine this. You get there and your suitcase is filled with stuff which you never needed to carry in the first place. To avoid this, ensure that you only carry clothes and necessary items that can be easily combined with other wares. Consider carrying a light weighing jacket, which might also serve the function of rain wear, or shoes for both functions, dress code and walking. Pics and important documents such as passport, insurance policies, must be accessible too. Never put them in an ordinary pocket, but carry a travel wallet or a special pocket of your bag that will enable you to access them easily. The kind of packing that goes into considering the above factors results in a stress-free and weight-off-your-shoulder type of packing. So, it becomes part of fine-tuning your traveling experience and being able to enjoy the fullness of the given time. Furthermore, when you are packing, make sure you study the cultural practices which can greatly enrich your experience. Moving towards the closing preparations of your trip, knowing about the etiquette of that place can take your traveling to the next level. Imagine you are walking through the souk of Morocco and you take the hand of someone to lead them to somewhere you are heading. They are instantly your friend. Cultural trends are a good thing to learn, as they will make basement more courteous and also enhance communication with people. For instance, it can often be useful in a culture to simply extend one's hand, smile, and bow before the person. As I will explain, it is about being a good tourist and the giver of positive energy. However, simple things like avoiding tops that are sleeveless, keeping the head covered in places of worship, or not using the wrong side of the spoon at a meal are among things that one needs to know. It also plays a role of boosting your adaptive edge as you are moved from one environment to another, therefore making you feel more comfortable. Hence, it will not harm to spend some time in researching some of the customs of the country you are planning to travel to. This small investment will be worth the great returns when you are on the trip. And while adopting these cultural differences, try to understand that the learning process never stops here. It's only just starting. Now that we have come to the end of the first part of the series, 15 Essentials for Solo Adventures, let it not pass without realizing the wisdom you have acquired in these couple of minutes. Do you want to try those tips and strategies in practice while traveling? Understand, every action that is made so that one can plan and prepare results in improving the quality of the experience, thus, be able to welcome the world with its arms. That's it for now. Expect more in the following video proposal, which cater more things that would also enrich your experience more. And that's all, folks. Take action now. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What difficulties can you encounter when traveling alone? So do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that you can watch our next one. Together, let it be a road to discovery. Together, let it be the path to make a better life for ourselves, and most importantly, a life full of exciting adventures.